family A column and family B column. I can say df.describe to describe my data. Now it will give me a descriptive statistics. Count 3, unique value is 3, top Olumide, frequency 1. All of this are analysis. So next class, if I'll be teaching you next class, we're going to be doing what we call big data, or we might proceed to other aspect of analysis called other aspects called functions and classes. So this is some of the things I've done. Let me show you one of the work I did. Yeah. All right. So this one I did a predictive analysis to predict salary of an employee. So this is a whole lot of things done. This one involved machine learning, but we are not doing this. Don't worry, I'm not doing all of this. So I'm just showing you some of the things that there is a whole lot to learn. Sincerely speaking, I tell you. Okay, let me just do something quickly now. Let me say there's a big. I have a data set here called Titanic data set. How do you import a data set? Let me go to my Jupyter Colab. You can actually import a data set in this place too. How do you import? I think there should be a place for imports. I'm trying to check imports, but
check from file.
Is there imports here? Download? No. Okay, sorry.
Click on the folder icon.
This one is upload.
Click on the folder icon on the navbar.
Folder.
After the key, on this side, on the left side, far left down, there's a folder icon. Last. No. After the icon, put that icon. Go.
Immediately after the key.
All right. Thank you. Oops. Thank you.
So that's the
this
part of this.
Okay. So thanks for that information. All right. So that's good. So now, it shows that you guys have done a little work on this. So how do I import? I'll just come here, right? Upload. If I have a data set under my downloads, then let me locate it. All right. So salary data. Okay, you know what? Let's do something else. Now, we have something. Okay, let me check. Okay, now this is loading. Now this is a data set of core members in my local government. Now we collated the data of all the core members, not all, let me say a good number of them, sha. So let's see if we can do a quick analysis in this place. So why this one is loading, let me switch because of time. Come back here, come here to upload and download. No, desktop, then okay, let me use this. So NC, let me remove the space, NYSC Boko CSV. So that is uploaded. So if I come back and I say import, now to load my data set, I will just say, I can say df, okay, let me say NYSC instead, is equal to pd.read CSV. Now this is a CSV file that was uploaded. NYSC Boko is actually a CSV file. So I'll just come here and say NYSC. Is this how it is? Boko, okay. NYSC boko.csv. So once I say NYSC, now look at it, gives me the column names of each of up to 334 rows and 12 columns. So this is the data collected. So I can actually check for, I can say I can say nysc.ed, get me the first 5. So this is it, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I can decide to check for few, just get me the first name, get me the CDS, get me the state code. I would say NYSC, get me the first name, get me the CDS, and get me the state code. So this will only give me first name, CDS, and state code. First name, CDS, and state code. Now let me check, is there any null value? Okay, let me just fetch the first. Now if I say sample 5 will pick at random. It will split, just random selection. So let me come back to Colab. This thing is still loaded. That's how to in most times I like to use offline because it's faster. So this is still loading, so maybe it's my network, I don't know. So alright, so you can see at random. So we can check for how many distinctive CDS do we have in Boko. NYSC dot, I can say NYSC CDS dot unique. So you can see these are the distinctive CDS we have in Boko. Can I say dot count? If I say dot count, it will give me an error, but if I say dot sum, it will give me, it will not sum them actually, to just compress them together. So but there's a way to check actually. So these are the unique CDSs we have in Boko. So I can actually check, I can do quite a whole lot of things. I mean quite a whole lot of things. Quite a whole lot of things. A whole lot. So I can check if there are null values. If any rows is null dot is sum. So if there are null values, it will tell me, but there is no null value. You understand? So these are some of the few analyses you can still do with pandas and so on and so forth. I just have to quickly touch, okay, that's uploaded. So we can actually check this file by importing pandas here. Import pandas as PD. Run this. Then we can create a variable equal to PD underscore read underscore CSV. Now, if it is a CSV file, it is read underscore CSV. If it's an Excel file, it will be read underscore Excel. So the name of the file is called remain underscore NYSC, then get df. There's an error, no such file in dictionary, remain o underscore NYSC dot CSV. Alright, so this is it. So this is just the same process, the same process, the same this thing. Now I taught you guys list slicing. We can actually slice here too. We call it using logs and elogs. I can say get me location of some of the. Now just take note of this. See what will happen. So get me location of from number 2 down to number 5. Yeah. If I say elog, now see the result of elog. So this is similar to list slicing that I taught you guys. So elog will get me number 2 in between 2 to 5. So this is there's quite a whole lot you can learn. I think I'll stop here. I want to check any question to ask. Daniel, any question?